Alright, here we go. The reason why I'm doing this video is because earlier on this year, right around well, actually November or something like that, I didn't promise, but I said I would post a video, alright, about this rifle and how versatile it is, how awesome. And this is the tank of tanks. If you don't believe me, it's okay. I believe it, and this is my disposition on this rifle, and it's amazing. This is the tank of all tanks. It's break barrel 25 caliber by Remington. And today what we're going to do, we're going to prime the skirts of these pellets. All right, and we're gonna use our ears and the sound that I could record on this GoPro, you know, without any high-tech, you know, mechanisms or apparatuses or anything like that. We're just gonna figure out what happens just by touch, feel, see, and hear, just by using our senses, which I think is the best way, because if you feel it, you stick with it. And that's why I have stuck with these 4 brands, and I'm gonna tell you the reasons why as I'm loading them up and we're going. We'll start with the GTOs, okay, by Predator. And yes, it's always hard to break this barrel, but guess what? That's the fun part about it. Can you see this? And right now I'm not gonna aim towards the target, but I'm gonna keep it safe and go beyond it, just so you can hear the sound. Okay. Now, as I promised before, this is why these are my favorite and why I always keep a can of them around. I actually prime it with WD-40. Don't bother to prime the skirts of your pellets with anything else. I already done the hard leg work for you. Get you one of these, spray some of that, not that much, you know, and you let me know if you can hear the difference. This is a sound test. All right, this is what we're testing for today. That thing cut through the wind nasty. Now we're going to do Barracuda Sport, Barracuda Hunter Extreme, unprimed. All right. Now we're gonna do a Barracuda, same one. Actually, let's prime this one out. Just put like a tad bit. You don't even, just to get a little bit under the skirt. I mean, it rips through the wind. When it's primed up, it rips through the wind. This sound and this smell is unbelievable. Now these guys right here are the Barracuda Sports. I love them. When you hit something like a squirrel with this, it makes like a pop sound. And that's to confirm that you've actually hit the target, no matter how far you are, how close, how accurate you are. You know you hit it because you hear just pop, this popping sound like a. It's amazing. That's why I like that one. Here we go again. Unprimed. Okay. We're gonna do it primed. I have set some cardboard and a 3/4 inch thick piece of plywood behind it. I actually stapled it, and we're gonna test penetration and all of that later on. Here it is, the Barracuda Sport, hollow point, primed. It just rips through the air. And now I'm doing the silver points. And the smell of it is like, it's like actually, it smells like you're shooting a real gun. What's a real gun? This is a real gun. A real pellet gun. Real pellet rifle. You know, it's amazing. All right, here we go on prime silver bullet. Here we go. Solid. We'll do primed up. These, I don't really prime these up, only because they do what I need them to do. These are the straight up, okay, I've had enough, you know, done with it. Just gonna go in there and just, you know, the disrespect of these squirrels. I'm kidding, but you know, this is just to get the job done for real. You can hear them sipping through the air. All right, I don't know if you can hear the difference. I don't know if the GoPro could pick up the difference, but right now we're actually going to shoot the targets. The smell is delicious. All right, at this target right here, we are at 10 yards, 30 feet. It's actually like 33 feet, but you know, when I come out of this barrel, come out past this deck, you know, it's just kind of this here. The Predator GTOs have extremely, because they're aluminum, I would say, they have an extremely sound to them. And when it rips through the air, this is prime, and we're actually going to shoot the target at 16.54 grains. Let's check the accuracy. Let's see what we got. You hear that? That didn't even sound like a pellet gun. That sounded like a real little 22. All right, looks like I'm off, but I still hit the within the circle, within the target. Here we go again, unprimed. Went a little lower. No big deal. Still gets the job done. All right, we're gonna do the Hunter Barracuda Extremes. I don't know how you guys feel about spraying this, but when you're out here having fun, man, it's just you. It's a man's world. Now the penetration on that primed, we want to check the penetration on the primes and the penetration of the non-primes. And that one just blew a chunk of wood off of that one. So just to show you, that's a primed one. Okay. Have to put them in order for you guys. Here we go. Silver right here. Already again. I don't think it chunked away on that one. Here we go. Silver bullet. Stick around. Stick with me. We're gonna make this fun today. Non-primed, silver. Oof. A little chunk flew out. That one actually, the accuracy on this one, I mean, I'm standing up. You know, I'm sure my rifle is as accurate as I could possibly be, you know, and standing up and bracing and moving, and I'm not always gonna have the accuracy each and every time, but as long as I'm within the circle, it makes me happy. Just give it a little bit of love, a little WD-40 love. Now that silver was pretty accurate right there, so let's see again. Whoa, still accurate. All right, here we go with these non-primed. This Barracuda Hunter Sports. I love these hollow points. Hit it right in the line. 27.47 grains. And that one sounded kind of like weak. We'll get into this lubrication thing after I'm done with this. You hear the sound? It's ridiculous. All right, here we go. GTO. Primed. On prime, the accuracy. I'm gonna put a P next to the prime one. Primed. Unprimed. The silvers. Primed. Unprimed. And the extremes. Primed. Unprimed. And here with the cardboard you can tell because it's got like a little oily looking thing. Not oily, but you know, it's a black little mark. These don't have it, so I could tell. Now let's see which one went through. See, it's a chunk of wood right there. Oh, look at this. I went through it 4 times, so that goes to tell me that those 4 primed ones were the ones that did it. Put my finger right here. Primed. 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 This is ridiculous, guys. Now, the bad things about priming your VTR is you could wear out the gaskets, the bushings, the pistons, the mechanisms and all that. However, I did my own research. I'm not going to tell you how I came up with it, but WD-40 is a penetrating oil. It dissipates quick. It just lubricates the parts, and when the blast causes a blast, I'm gonna show you with the barrel of the gun right now. All right, now let's go into the action of this barrel. Yes, it gets a little greasy. Why? Because I lost the tip to my other WD-40 can. 2, you don't really want to be spraying the WD-40 everywhere, right? I have a place where I can. Not everybody could do it. If you're shooting it from your apartment, the carpet, the living room, who knows? Not everybody's got the land that you see here in front of me, right? Let's break it. This bushing right here, that's a big, like a master bushing right here that seals, right? That's got a little black mark. I want to say for sure, like I said, I don't have any mathematical, you know, genius nerd genes to tell you. I do everything in field. If it breaks, it breaks. If it doesn't break, it doesn't break. Everything is physically tested. It's pushed to its limits. I've been shooting it like this for a while, and this gun gets better and better and better. Not because it actually gets better and better, but it's like every time I'm expecting for it to like fall apart, for it to go bad, for something to go, you know, flying out somewhere. You know, yes, it is dangerous, it's risky, but if you want to have fun, if you want to take it the extra step and push this rifle to its limits, you know, I say you go ahead and get you a WD-40. prime it up. Listen to this. Now if that shit doesn't sound like a freaking real gun, then I don't know what does. I tell you what, I come out here and the disrespectful little squirrels and critters and moles, and they hear that, yeah, it's gonna be a couple hours before they come back. Well, that's it right there. We're gonna take a few fun shots, all primed, and we're gonna try to hit the center of this. We're gonna try to hit the center of these targets. I used up many pellets, many cans to sight my scope in. The center port that it comes with it, but I have the reticle one, and it's right on. Look at this GTO, man. Look at that. Look at that. I know I know 10 yards is very close, but it's a good way of, you know, I don't want to do like a far out distance, which I should, but the whole, it's too far out. It's 41 yards from here to over there, and then I'm 60 over there, and then more and more. So 100. Look at this, guys. This one hit right in the same spot. And don't you love it when you hit the same spot? It seems like you didn't hit the target, but you really did. Look at this. Look how thick this wood is. Okay, this is thick cardboard. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as you can see, it didn't go in every time. Chose the ones that were primed up. To try it out. It hasn't caused any damage to my rifle, so I say you give it a shot.